Welcome, my friends, to the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast, brought to you by the Mortgage Marketing Animals. I'm your host, Frank Garay, and I'm here with my good friend, Kevin Gillespie. Hello, Mr. Gillespie. What's going on?
Man, you are, Frank. It's always good to hang out with you. You're one of my more favorite people in the world, and so I learned from you, and more importantly, I love your friendship. So thank
Well,
you.
back at you, my friend. Speaking of learning from each other, that's what this podcast is all about today, guys. If you're not aware, I've entered into the origination space again for various reasons. Started with a particular company, decided I needed to move to another company because I was competing against my son, who has a brokerage in my town. And I thought, well, that's not cool. Like, we can't do that. We had some discussions, and the only reason I did that was for licensing reasons. I with the original company, I didn't need to take the NMLS test, but with his, I needed to, and so I was just lazy and didn't want to do that. So, but I thought, well, come on. So I took the NMLS, got all that squared away. Now I'm over with my kid, Mortgage Masters of California, and it's all going good, man. But we're just kind of getting the feet moving again and getting running again. And I came across an opportunity where I got connected to an agent working the daily success plan, of course, and using MoveTube as a leverage point to secure a relationship with quite a, well, just for lack of a better word, he's a baller agent, Kevin. He's a big shot in
Man,
my
that's
area.
awesome.
Does a lot of listings. And as these listings were flying into my MoveTube account when I got them set up, I noticed that several of them were new construction. Right? I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here? Like he had like 25 listings come in, of which like half of them were new construction. And so I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, what's the deal there? What's going on?" And he says, "Well, yeah, I'm an agent for. There's a particular, small to mid-sized builder that I've had a relationship with for several years, and whenever he has a community that he releases, I'm the guy." So of course, Kevin, my brain is, well, how do I get that? What are we doing there? And he hit me with the old, oh man, he's got somebody. It's a long relationship or whatever, blah blah blah. And then something hit me. I remembered something Kevin Gillespie taught me, and it came to me, and I was like, oh, I'm going to launch this concept at this real estate agent, and lo and behold, it worked. I'm not going to spoil what it was, but Kevin, tell the people,
I will, but I
tell the
want to touch
people.
on two important things you said.
Okay.
First, you said this guy is a small to mid-sized builder. Well, if you look at any market, guys, and there's ways you can look up builders, in this market with low inventory, builders have about 25% of the business rather than the normal 12%.
Wow.
And if you look at a lot of us mentally think, well, all those big builders are all tied up. But big, large builders, and they're not all tied up, but big, large builders only hold in any market maybe 50% of the new home market. The other 50% is held by just like the guy you're talking about,
Hmm.
for the new homes being sold.
Yeah, the
So
the
there's a
smaller.
lot of these builders out
Yeah.
here like you're talking about. And then the other thing that you mentioned is because we kind of do that. Well, they're tied up, right?
Yeah.
Man, work these guys just like you would an agent in your DSP.
Hmm.
Because most loan officers call on a builder once and they all use that same line. Well, he's got somebody,
Right.
right? And so we teach 16 different strategies on how to get in there. But the real key is, as you know, Frank, just get out there, be yourself, call on them again and again, and build that relationship up. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to make that point. Those
I'm
two
glad you did. I'm glad you did bring that up because I think that's important for everybody to know that there are builders out there, these small to mid-sized builders, and there is opportunity with them. But you got to know how to approach them and what they're looking for, and that's one of the things that you teach extensively, isn't it, in the Leadership Academy, right?
Yeah, exactly. We have six what we call underserved markets or blue ocean strategy markets, and builders one of the six.
Hmm.
And that most loan officers don't call on these guys. So you do yourself a favor, find these builders, go to the local association, look up who insures builders, They'll tell you who's new or smaller or coming to town or new projects. And there's a lot of different ways to find the builders. Um, but back to your original question of what is the strategy? I'm so glad the strategy is. I want you to tell the outcome here.
Yeah.
But I learned it from one of our guys in coaching. He said, I started calling on the builders like you were talking about, and they all were telling me they had these lenders. And so I went to several of them in my marketplace. This is Giancarlo down in Phoenix. And he said, I went to several of them and said, tell you what, I I get it. You got a lender, but what if I bring you a buyer that's pre-approved by me, and I'll prove to you my loans close on time every time. But if I bring you a buyer, can I do the financing and still get the incentive that you would spend anyways with your existing lender? Well, it's a sale to the builder. They're crazy not to do that deal, right?
Right.
And so he got like 5 or 6 builders like that in his area. Then he used that to call on a bunch of his agents and said, hey, listen, since inventory's low, bring your people to me rather than try to have them pre-approved with all these different builders. Bring them to me, one pre-approval, they will still get the incentive. And then he did the introduction to the builder of the agent and the buyer, and they're pre-approved. It's working like a charm. And then you added something else even better to it. So I'll stop there. But that's the basic concept. Go bring them business and show off what you can do for them, and you can become then one of their preferred lenders.
Yeah, and it could lead to bigger and better things too, because if you can outperform the existing relationship, then, or the existing relationship isn't easy to get a hold of, or they're not responsive, or if they get salespeople complaining in any way about the existing relationship, you could potentially find yourself being the preferred lender in these accounts as well.
Absolutely, because a lot of these, what they do is they're less experienced loan officers getting a minimum commission. And these guys often look at it, well, that business is handed to me. And they
Right.
don't really work the builder like a true account, like you would as a professional loan officer.
Right.
So
Right.
you get out there and you perform, and absolutely go ask these lenders. A lot of these salespeople, when you talk to them, will tell you, hey, I'm not wild about this lender, but the boss is telling me we got to use them.
Yeah. So cool. So I do want to, before I get into my little story and the little add-on that I'm doing that you wanted me to talk about, I just want everybody to know that I want guys we'll connect you to Kevin and him. We'll connect you to Kevin personally, so you can start learning from Kevin about these multiple ways actually to get some builder business. You've got like several strategies, and what we're talking about today, guys, is just one of them. I just want you to be aware of that. That I stumbled my way verbally through this. I just want you to know that Kevin is a resource for you to learn several different ways that you can approach the builder business and get it. So we're just talking about one of the ways today. So we'll get you connected to Kevin at the end of the broadcast
And
here today.
we do. We have 16 strategies. We did a boot camp. I'm getting ready to do another one on builders, but we did a boot camp with the People in Leadership Academy last fall, Frank. And since then, Josh down in Chattanooga has picked up 2 builders, which will be about 200 units this year. Miles Pritchett down in Utah has picked up a couple builders coming online to be about 150 units
Wow.
this year. Adam Dublé down in Fort Lauderdale, his team of loan officers have picked up, so they work. The strategies work.
They do. They do.
And you're experiencing that.
Yes. So let's get back to my story. And so, I saw these new construction properties. I hit him up. He told me, yeah, I've got this relationship. I do all the sales for him. Small to mid-sized builder guy has a relationship. And I went, okay. And then I didn't think of it immediately. So I said, okay, cool. And but then it just bothered me. It's like, how can I learned this from Kevin Gillespie. So what I did is I went back to him and I hit him up and I said exactly what you taught us, Kevin, which is, hey, do me a favor, check with the builder and see if I bring a pre-approved buyer to him, right? If I can do the mortgage and he'll still honor the incentives that the in-house lender is doing. And it took him a day, right? He said, okay, I'll check. And a day went by. Then the next day, and he came back and he goes, "Hey, builder said, rock on, dude. He said, do whatever you can do. You know, you want to, you bring somebody in, you want to do the mortgage, it's all good. And he'll honor the incentives." I was like, okay, okay. Now, so then I said, okay, get me some information on the community. Right. And I'm still owed a phone call with him where I'm going to actually, I want to know what's available, how many homes, you know, where I'm at in this community.
Exactly.
Am I on the tail end and there's 3 houses left, or am I in the middle? Or you know, I just want to figure that kind of thing out. And I want to know what the incentives are. So there's a little more research that I'm doing. I'm due to have a call with him. I'm hoping today, to kind of get that all squared away. And so once I have all that information under my belt and I know exactly what I'm dealing with, my intent is, I love your idea, which I will absolutely do, is go to all my realtor referral partners and say, hey, new construction, you know, it's out here. This guy's got some great stuff. I can do the loan. They get all the incentives, you know, so, you know, don't forget to take your people past this subdivision. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do some advertising. So I can do very inexpensive Google, you know, pay per click type of ads that go into a little funnel that's, you know, hey, if you want to learn more about the community, you know, do an ad about the community, a little bit about it, where it is, what the price range kind of is, and then say, hey, if you want to learn more about it, just, you know, give us your information. We'll get you a list of what's coming up, what's available. That's what I intend to do. And
I love
just
it.
kind of, you know, because that's not going to cost me squat. I mean, it's going to, you know, Kevin, honestly, I might pay probably under $1,000 for this ad, right? Which I can assure you I guarantee you is going to get me inquiries from people going, I'm interested. Yeah, get me information, blah, blah, blah. And there you go. Now I'm off and running with, you know, some inquiries that not only could, you know, wind up getting this, you know, help, you know, having one of these guys buy one of these new homes. But if that doesn't work out, now I got these people in my hand, in my belt, you know, in my hands that, you know, gonna buy something. You know what I mean? So
Well, and
yeah,
on top of it, then you've got a list of buyers.
right.
You can go to more builders and say, hey, I got this list of buyers looking for
Oh, dude, I didn't even think
new,
of that.
new construction. By the way, would you want to work with me?
Yeah. Thank you for this podcast. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's right. So if I get a list of 15, 20 people and 4 of them decide they like that community, but the others don't, now I can go to the other surrounding builders and go, hey, man, I got like 16 buyers. Will you honor me? Will you honor?
Yeah,
Can I, if I bring them to you? And I'm guarantee you, they're going to say, sure, that makes sense. Bring
absolutely.
them on in, you know?
It's a no-brainer, guys. You got to do it.
Oh my gosh. What a great strategy, dude. And you've got 16 of them.
Yeah. Yeah,
16. What's the best way
absolutely.
for them to get to you, Kevin? What's if they
Go to
wanted, hey man, I'm in. I want to know more about this. How do they reach out to you?
we'll do a strategy call with Carl or Kristen or I. Go to www.profitdrivenplan.com.
Profit
www.profitdrivenplan.com.
profitdrivenplan.com. Okay, profitdrivenplan.com. That's where you go to engage with Kevin and his team and the resources at Mortgage Marketing Animals, and they'll get you started. So, and
Good deal,
wow,
man.
16 different strategies. The stories that you told about the other, you know, originators that went down and nailed these builders, 250 units coming on, 150 units. How cool is that? I always kid around, Kevin. I always say that in the mortgage space, most loan officers just despise the in-house lender at the builder, right? It's like, I hate
Yeah.
that. That should be illegal. You know,
Yeah. And we've,
uh,
like I said, we've got 5 other, what we call blue ocean strategies that most loan officers don't work.
yeah.
And so we'll do some more of this and start to share those strategies as well.
It sounds good. We'll bring you back on. But I was going to say is everybody hates the in-house builder, in-house lender for the builder until they get to be one. Then they're like, hey, this is great. Yeah, this is the coolest thing in the world.
Absolutely.
Right? As
Exactly.
soon as they get to be one, it's like, you know, soon they have it. Hey, you want to be the in-house lender? Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, Frank, this has been fun. Thank you so much. And again, I appreciate your friendship. You are
Me
awesome.
too. Same back
You
at you,
give
brother.
back so much. Thank
You,
you.
you bet. Thank you, man. You're a great friend too. And gosh, what a resource you are for everybody. So, okay, guys, go to profitdrivenplan.com, profitdrivenplan.com. Hook up with Kevin and the team. Get this stuff going. It's out there and it's out there for the taking. You just don't know how to do it. and Kevin will tell you everything, and you just do it and it works. So that's how it is. All right, Kevin, thanks so much, my friend.
Thank you, buddy.
All
See
right.
ya.
For the rest of you, have a great day. Join us again next week here in the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast. And don't forget to hang out with us every Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time on the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Absolutely free coaching, 30 minutes, live Zoom call. You know, Kevin, we're having up to like 500 people a day show up on that call. You know, between the Zoom
Wow.
call
Yeah,
and the
it's
people
a
watching on Facebook, it's like 500 peeps just hanging out and learning stuff every single day. It's pretty
it's
cool.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah,
That's great. Good job.
Yeah, it's great stuff. So I would encourage you guys to go there as well. So connect with Kevin at profitdrivenplan.com and join us also at the Loan Officer Breakfast Club, loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. With that, we'll get out of here. Thanks for joining us today on the Mortgage Loan Officer Podcast, brought to you the Mortgage Marketing Analyst. On behalf of myself, Kevin Gillespie, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
See you guys.